Earlier on in the budget hearings, I had requested, and I know that Councilwoman Blackwell and I requested of the Commission, possible alternative measures of getting to this goal. And so, with that said, did the administration ever consider, I should say that my office did some homework on alternative measures, and so the question is, did the administration ever consider a beverage container tax similar to the one implemented by the City of Baltimore?
So we did take a look at that. It didn't generate as much revenue. I don't remember the exact number, but we did take a look at that.
And let's go with the upside of that idea. What pluses did you find in the homework done on that?
So when we looked at it and it didn't generate enough revenue, we moved on. We didn't look at anything beyond the revenue because the revenue wasn't that big.
Okay, so let me say for the record why my office is looking closely at this. This tax levied on distributors placed a 5-cent tax on non-reusable beverage containers, such as canned soda, diet soda, takeaway bottles, cans of beer, energy drinks, teas, water, flavored water, and carbonated beverages such as Perrier. In your research of best practices, how much focus, well, you just told me, your team did not look further because it didn't generate the dollars required for this measure.
And we can get you the numbers that we calculated that it would generate.
That would be extremely helpful. Last question. And
sorry, Councilwoman, and I guess it would be important for us to see kind of what you're saying it's on to make sure that we were using the same universe of containers.
Sure. If the goal of any tax is to produce a sustainable source of revenue, and to be the least regressive possible, would not a tax that includes a broader base of products spread out amongst a wider universe of consumers be more preferable?
So we saw kind of the big, if the question is about the fall off, we saw the big fall off kind of in the first year, and then some small fall after that, but not a big fall off annually after the first year. For the sugar sweetened beverage tax.
Restate that.
So our projection is that there's a big fall off in the first year and then relatively small fall offs in the years after that. But part of your question was what the fall off would be in future years.
So if that be a possible outcome, how will we then be able to fund the Parks and Rec and Universal Pre-K going forward if you anticipate fall off?
Yeah, we built that into our projections. So even with that fall off, we hit the numbers in our projections.
I see. So we would appreciate, my office and members that are on that team would appreciate the numbers that you discovered in your research.
And it probably makes sense for us to talk to whoever is appropriate in your office to make sure that we're talking about the same universe on the container tax.
Okay. All right then. Thank you, Mr. President.